Right, ladies, I'm here on the show. Here to talk about some wrestling news. I was in the started recording, so luckily it was only 26 seconds of recording the video. I accidentally ended it, so yeah, that's why I was a little bit rushed with the intro. But I want to talk about some wrestling news here, do a quick wrestling news video since I haven't done it in a few days to get, my third news video up of the day. If you haven't checked out my NFL and NASCAR news, go watch those, and my NFL recaps. But I want to talk about engagement. So, a WWE couple announces that they're getting engaged. Now, the latest WWE couple to announce their engagement is NXT's Tatum Paxley and Javier Bernal, also known as Big Body Javi. On social media, Paxley posted a photo of herself with Bernal while also showing off her engagement ring. Bernal posted photos of himself proposing to her on the beach. So, another couple is officially going to get engaged, so congratulations to Tatum Paxley and Big Body Javi officially getting engaged. So, a former AEW champion's contract has expired and heading to WWE this week. It looks like it's happening. And this is not clickbait. Her AEW contract has expired. And I'll believe when I see it, but I think it's happening because she starts with WWE this week. This is per PW Insider. It's reported that Jade Cargill was going to come to WWE. Her AEW contract had expired. And she's headed to WWE Performance Center this week after her AEW contract has expired. This was per PW Insider. That was a huge W for the big leagues. I think it's a huge W. I feel like she'll wrestle better in WWE. I feel like she'll be more better in WWE than in AEW. I don't know if she'll be a face or a heel. We'll just have to see when she gets there. So, AEW doesn't have a no-compete clause. Tony said they are sports athletes. They can leave and do whatever they want, so there's no 90-day compete clause or a clause in it. Until we see her or she shows us proof, I'm not getting excited, but she can finally take the next step of being, one of the top, maybe one of the top wrestlers in the company. So, what's going to happen? A former WWE champion is headed to Collision. It's Rob Van Dam. If you want to read the article. So, last month, the WWE Hall of Famer made his promotional debut when he confronted FTW champion Jungle Boy Jack Perry. As fellow former ECW heavyweight champion Jerry Lynn introduced him, RVD walked out with his old ECW theme song "Walk" by Patera, leading to their match being booked on Dynamite in mid-August. And the promotion is bringing back the home state star for next week's Collision. AEW is yet to announce his opponent, but he's going to be on Michigan, be in the show in Michigan because it's home state. A former WWE star worked a dark match before AEW Collision. So the promotion had Powerhouse Hobbs defeat Victor Benjamin, the Gun Club. The promotion had Powerhouse Hobbs defeat Victor Benjamin, the Gun Club, defeating the Outrunners and former MLW Tag Team Champion El Naduka, competing as part of dark matches. A 6'5" former college football player and bodybuilder previously wrestled for WWE NXT as Ezra Judge. After being let go by WWE, he turned his career around. So, a former WWE star. It ain't no star. We're just throwing out the term star, just loosely now. Which is wild, ain't no star. So WWE's advertising Roman Reigns for an upcoming show. Yeah, because they say the ratings aren't too good. So they're going to bring back Roman Reigns. The Pfizer Forum official website is advertising him for the SmackDown show in Milwaukee on October 27th. John Cena, United States Champion Rey Mysterio, Women's Champion Io Sky, LA Knight, Street Profits, Bobby Lashley, Charlotte Flair, Sheamus, and AJ Styles are all also advertised for the show, but Roman Reigns advertised. As previously reported, his next match will be on November 4th in Saudi Arabia. He will be back on television leading up to the match to promote it, and his exact return is unclear. He still hasn't been on the show in a few weeks, but it's going to be like a 2.5 million rating incoming. Got some more news here. CM Punk says he has some free time for the next 2 months in the first public appearance since AEW's departure. I know people say, oh, they doubt anything happens, but him and Triple H, they squashed their beef, so I could definitely see him come back to WWE. He's kind of already teasing it here. He's already teasing it. But yeah, maybe this doesn't mean anything, and he's just kind of hinting at it, but you never know. It could happen. So a 2 out of 3 Falls match has been announced for tomorrow's WWE Raw. The 2 out of 3 Falls match has confirmed the New Day versus the Viking Raiders, and a 2 out of 3 Falls match for the show. The company confirmed the match booking on its website Saturday morning. So we get that. Pat McAfee is confident he'll work with Michael Cole and WWE. I hope so. As Michael Cole and Pat McAfee are really good commentary duo, and hopefully it happens soon. Edge and WWE, they are far apart on money for a new deal. They should let him walk at this point in his career. I mean, take it with a grain of salt. This is reported by Dave Meltzer. But they say this about everyone, to be honest. That, oh, they're far apart on a new deal. I'm confident Edge and WWE will get a new deal. I don't think he's gonna be on Grand Slam. I mean, come on. I don't think it's gonna happen. So Dana Warrior was let go by WWE. Over 100 employees were cut as well. Over 100 employees, a lot of employees let go. One surprising name let go was Dana Warrior, the widow of the late Ultimate Warrior after her husband's death. She got involved behind the scenes with the company, notably with the Warrior War and various other charity events. And PW Insider reported there were some divisions in the company were absolutely, quote, ripped apart during yesterday's layoffs. The Insights and Analytics team had more than 20 people in that division, and they are now down to 3 people. There were also cuts in the marketing, graphic design, and live event department, which is kind of expected. But obviously, with the transition to Endeavor, there was going to be some cuts, some releases. So The Rock is open to a WWE WrestleMania 40 match with Roman Reigns. He's actually said it was locked in for Los Angeles, but I guess he didn't want to do it. I mean, yeah, I'd like to see this, but what about Cody, man? What about Cody? I mean, what are you going to do with Cody if this match happened? So Chad Gable's daughter crying on WWE Raw, it was, quote, not planned. Like, I know it isn't real, but at least the kids will probably enjoy the product a lot more. Like, she's a 19-year-old child? Obviously, it's not going to be planned. Like, of course it's not planned, man. Per report, AEW expanding to 12 pay-per-views per year, moving to Max. I don't know if we need 12 pay-per-views, man. It's a good thing for Max, but 12 is a bit too much. 4 to 5 pay-per-views was good. Instead, we get, now, possibly 12 pay-per-views, which is way too much for an AEW. Just in my opinion. So, according to the update a few days ago, Jade Cargill is believed to actually be going straight to the main roster. I don't think she needs NXT. And people say, oh, the WWE audience doesn't know her. I think a lot of people know her. Everything about WWE's Gable Stevenson's future is being kept quiet. considering how much they put into this dude for him to flame out in the fashion it has, I think it's just a failed project at this point. WWE came close to achieving their NXT goal to beating AEW in the demo rating. And they aren't on Wednesdays because of how bad AEW is crushing them, so they moved to Tuesday and rebranded, stuff like that, whatever, who cares. AEW's heading to Memphis, Tennessee in October for Collision. Well, we're going to get 100 people. So, Saraya addresses the state of the AEW women's division. So he's desperately clinging on to power. There is no division, feels like, over there. The division's just complete shit. So, yeah. So Bully Ray talked about AEW 10 and said it seems like the popularity in the States is starting to dwindle. It's just a crappy product. So, Teddy Long says John Laurinaitis once blocked him from getting on a private plane that was sent by Vince McMahon. Racist! Seth Rollins says, I think Ricochet's been long overdue for a WWE World Heavyweight title match. Absolutely. I would love to see it. Will it happen? Don't know. So, a WWE tag team is gone from the company. GYV deserved a better run. In case you don't know who's gone from the company, the Diet, Rip Fowler, and Jack Reed have been looking for the door despite being part of the Shizzle group to the point where they asked to be let out of their deals. They stayed around till their deals were up, and apparently they're now gone from WWE. The other two, Rip Fowler and Jack Reed, are gone. Their contract is up, and I thought there was going to be some kind of angle or something, but it's just, they're gone. That Dave Meltzer talked about. And it's really enough to talk about for the NFL. So, yeah, until next time, Michael up. Peace.